Guys, I don't know how else to say this, so I'm just going to put this video out there. I'm not going to edit it on any kind of, crazy, making it look cool for the public and all this other, 'cause I don't have time for that today. Um, and I don't even post to this channel anymore, so this is my All Rights Matter, Who is Sincere channel, if you will. But I figure I'd talk about this coronavirus real quick. Um, one, the fatality rate of the coronavirus is just it's way less than your average flu. I mean, it is tremendously less. Okay. um, the severity of the coronavirus is it hasn't even reached any kind of epidemic proportions, guys. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Go do your research. Go find family members talk if you can. Find family members talking about anything. You're not. You're gonna get a bunch of fluff from the government, a bunch of numbers from the government, and those numbers are not even insignificant numbers. So the actual toll that it's taking on American lives is not. It's not as big as what the media is making it seem to be. So I started doing some thinking. I said, well, what are they covering? And I know that our stock market has been really struggling here recently within the last couple weeks. And I decided to take a look and see what's going on now. Do you see that green mark on the screen, guys? That large jump since yesterday? Since yesterday, guys. Listen to the headlines. Now, anybody that knows anything about a stock market knows that bad news normally equates to the stock market dropping. Okay, that's just how things work. Good news equates to a rise in the stock market. It's really just that simple, because it's almost like a feelings based kind of system, if you will. Now, read this. Dow surges 1985 points as Trump's coronavirus address eases concerns of economic damage. Eases concerns of economic damage, but people are concerned about it. I mean, in the big government aspect, but the smaller people are not concerned about what the investors are concerned about. Okay, what the smaller people are simply concerned about is, wait a second, how am I going to get to work? How am I going to? So now we have the government coming on today. There's a live address going on Facebook right now. Government coming on today saying, hey, small to medium size employers, don't worry about it. If you got to be quarantined for a month in these special circumstances, we're going to go ahead and foot the bill. I don't know how the federal government is going to foot the bill for all of these people. Okay. Guess magically we just make money reappear, which we all know is true anyway. But, it's just, it's, it's irking me. It's irking me to no end that these measures that would take a lot to pass without any kind of crisis are going to get passed with I don't want to say a fake crisis, but I want to say something blown way out of proportion. So at the end of the day, the government's going to get a chance to flex its muscle and use new measures that it's never used before to enact some things that it's never done before by declaring a state of emergency. And Trump is at the head of that. That does not ease my heart in any kind of way. Okay. And I don't think it eases a lot of people's hearts. So Trump touts biggest stock market rise in history yesterday. Okay. So it, this is, I don't know. It's not right, guys. Wall Street fear, Wall Street, Wall Street fear flashbacks to 2008 of forced selling in 9 trillion U.S. corporate something. So this is the biggest rise since 2008. That's 12 years, guys. Okay, stock markets decline signal a defeat for Trump in November. So we already had a massive decline and a massive dropping off, and it was looking like Trump wasn't going to be doing too well. This was just, that headline is from a day ago, 19 hours ago. Ever since he came out with the address yesterday, though, the stock market did this. Okay. Now I say we're upwards of probably hitting over 24,000. I'm gonna keep it real with you here in the next week or so, to make it look like something, to make it look like, oh my God, this is amazing. The U.S. is doing well, and because they took the lead, they took the charge, everything is gonna go okay. Look at that. Will the stock market shutdown halt the ugly Dow Jones crash? They were talking about a stock market shutdown. Come on, man. Come on. Dow rallies aggressively after China declares coronavirus peak over. We know we can't believe China about anything. Let's keep it real there. Okay. Stock market news live. Stocks post monster gains. Dow surges 9%, adding nearly 2,000 points as Trump declares coronavirus emergency. He declared an emergency, but yet the Dow Jones is surging. That makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever, guys, if you haven't watched the gas prices as we're heading into spring and summer. The gas prices are extremely low right now. It's like $1.80 or something. It's like really low. So, guys, I'm telling you like this, and if you have rewards like I do with places like Matco, you get your gas for like almost 99 cents a gallon. Can't even get milk anywhere in the country for 99 cents a gallon, but you can get gas for right around that with rewards points. It's crazy, guys. What we're seeing right now is things are going crazy. And I'm not saying, hey, I don't want to spend less money at the gas pump and all this stuff. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying something is wrong financially speaking with our country right now. And I believe that this coronavirus outbreak is covering that. And I believe that these numbers, once again, are fluff numbers. And we've been here before, guys, especially with the housing crash. So while everybody is cheering and, you know, all this stuff, I'm the gloomy guy in the back, and I'm like, hey, guys, I think you're cheering way too soon. Way too soon. So, guys, keep your eyes and ears open. The coronavirus is not as bad as the government, and not really it is the government, but the media in conjunction with the government. The media is really hyping this thing out of control, and special news alerts and breaking news and all the psychological symbols and tickers that can raise your anxiety levels. They're going through all the stops to do it, guys. You would think that we're about to have a nuclear event. So, with that being said, guys, I just want to put it out there to you that don't sit here and be, afraid. Don't do that, guys. Get on with your life. Do what you need to do. Keep your hands clean. Stay away from people who are coughing a whole bunch. Minimize your physical contact with other people for a while. And you can kind of resume normal life, like that, with just little small measures like that being done. If you work in an office-based environment, make sure that you talk to your employers about, let's get these air ducts cleaned out, let's get our offices disinfected. Let's create a policy, a sickness policy. Anybody coughing and hacking, all that stuff, you got to go home immediately. We'll take care of your pay and all that kind of stuff, but you got to get up out of here. So if we just did more common sense approach techniques, we don't got to worry about talking about a quarantine situation, limiting travel. Cruise ships are stopped. They're probably going if they start limiting planes and stop and literally stop plane travel, we're in a big way. But they've already done it with cruise ships. So as of Monday night, cruise ships are going to stop sailing. Um, it's interesting to see travel limited overnight. Um, this is very interesting times we're in to see our dollar in a very flaky position. Then something like the coronavirus comes along and quote unquote saves our dollar from collapse. But did it really save our dollar from collapse, or is we just putting a band-aid? The response from the government and the response from the media putting a band-aid on our pending economic crisis. So we won't even use the other C word, okay? Our economic crisis, we'll say. Um, with that being said, guys, keep your eyes open. I'm watching out. I promise you, I'm watching. I'm keeping my eyes open because I don't want to be restricted to stay in some place where the leading financial currency is no longer the leader, and we'll leave it at that. So I hope you guys have a blessed day today. Don't freak out over the coronavirus. I'm pretty sure it's tied to other things that, again, our government is a pretty nefarious government. They do what they do, you know. Everybody around the world knows it, so they're not to be just trusted, 100% flat out trusted. We all know that. So with that, guys, stay alert, stay alive.